hi. This looks like a mess. My whole room, a mess. My camera battery is definitely gonna die in the middle of these shenanigans, but don't worry, I have another one charging. I haven't filmed a YouTube video and it's been about a month. I pre-recorded like crazy and I just wanted to, you know, not have to worry about this while school's going on. By the way, let me just go ahead and introduce the topic of what I'm doing today. I'm doing a mukbang. I'm doing it because I just honestly am hungry. I wanna sit down and talk just about life. I feel like that's just boring, so I'm just gonna eat. So, I've got Chipotle. If you guys wanna know what I order, I get a chicken bowl with guacamole, brown rice, black beans, mild tomato salsa, cheese, and lettuce. I also got chips and queso. They have been out of queso for so long. At our Chipotle, I guess they just don't want us to be happy.
Now that's bullying.
So we're just gonna dive into this. Yeah, that's fine. I've been eating a lot in my car lately. College has started, guys. It's just been like the first week of college, so I'm not extremely like to the point of mental breakdown yet. I've already missed like 7 due dates. I made a 30 on a quiz. I'm doing really good right now in my life. Oh my god, this looks so good. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. This is better than sex. You can't change my mind about that. You know when you smell food and you just, ugh. Let's dive in. Oh my god. Do people eat with their mouth, talk with their mouth full on mukbangs? How could you not? Let's talk about mental health, because that's something I'm struggling with. I have learned that I have so much anxiety, especially, wow. God, I'm white. Oh god. Not me being white. God, that just hit my tonsil wrong. So, since the virus has hit, I'm not comfortable going back to college in person necessarily. None of my classes are online. None. I mean, it's technically half online, but I have to go in person for all of my classes. Which, back last semester, I was complaining about online. Like, I will admit, I hated online. But that was before, I mean, my town we're relatively small, and so it's like, we were late to having cases. And so now, we are like one of the highest growing towns in the state. So it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. A lot of people are like, anti-maskers here. This virus has really given me so much more anxiety than I would normally have in my everyday life. Because it's like, I'm very hyper cautious about all this stuff. I take it very seriously. And then there's people who are out at nightclubs just living it up right now like there's nothing going on. Why is this so spicy? Also, like, I don't know if you guys think this, but like, Chipotle is something that used to really like hurt my stomach, and I would try not to drink like acidic drinks, but here we have a strawberry lemonade, so it's gonna be a party in my stomach later. I don't care! But anyway, I have so much anxiety, I have so much just worries for no reason. Like, I was worried, I had been quarantining for a long time. I was worried that none of my friends would care. This is so depressing. Why am I talking about this on camera? I was worried that nobody would care about me, which wasn't the case. My anxiety just said, would you forget about me? I'm probably oversharing, but like, you know, that's what a mukbang is. And let me just say, this food right here, this is top tier. Chipotle is my favorite place to eat, not only because of their food, but because of their morals, their ethics. I agree with a lot of stuff that I've seen Chipotle stand up for. They have an option where you can donate to charity, round up your total, and donate to charity every time, and I do it every time, as you should, if you're able. And it's also fresh and good. This is not sponsored. I wish it was. Chipotle, hit me the fuck up. I would love to be a spokesperson for your brand with my 20 views. But anyway, I'm really trying to figure out the future of this channel. I knew that I would put this pressure on myself if I started this to maintain it. I enjoy making these videos and I enjoy editing them at first. And then, I don't know if you guys can tell, but sometimes when I get to the end of the videos, it's just like, I just give up at that point. Another thing I've just really struggled with college especially, is figuring out like how to apply a major to what I want to do. Which what I want to do is like, I don't want to limit myself. I just want to do creative concepts in some kind of visual department, film or music videos or anything creative, like video wise. At the college that I'm going to, they don't have a structured film department yet. My major right now is journalism, and I don't feel like I fit in as much in that. I'm one of those people that I don't like to think too far in the future, because I couldn't have predicted if when I was in high school, my freshman year especially, or sophomore year, because I'm a sophomore now, I could not have predicted any of the stuff that's happened so far. Life just kind of takes over a lot of times. I'm a major control freak. I like to know stuff. I like to know how I'm going to achieve that stuff. I want to make sure I'm not wasting my time, which sounds bad because I appreciate college. I appreciate college and the like educational opportunity I have and that I'm able to go to college, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I could be in the wrong department and just be chilling. I love the journalism department. They're all great people and they're all super understanding and helpful, luckily. But I do have those like 3 a.m. crying sessions where I'm like, am I just completely messing up my entire life because I'm like not doing the right thing and I'm not gonna have any experience out of college? You know, it's one of those things. But then I try to remind myself that there's no one way to do everything, and there's also no blueprint, you know. And I think that that's my problem. Let's stop talking about school. Let's talk about my friends. My best friend in the entire world. We got matching necklaces. My best friend surprised me. We hadn't seen each other in like 6 months. We both had birthdays that we technically celebrated in quarantine, but we really didn't get to. We were like, oh, we'll go to the Cheesecake Factory or something like afterwards. Still haven't gone. We'll go probably next year when everything's calmed down. It's a little A. I forgot what type of font. French, Roman, something. Not a lot going on up here. She surprised me with that. I was looking at her necklace and I was like, oh my god, I love your necklace. And then she had the surprise, like we had matching ones, but she hadn't told me yet. I've also just been really self-reflecting. When you're in quarantine, you have nothing much to do, so you just kind of sit and reflect. Can I just talk about Jessie Ware's album? I used to do music reaction videos and they were that was a choice. I don't regret any of them. It's just not me today, you know. It's not me right now. I feel like most people in quarantine have been, you know, starting all these new shows, binge watching all this stuff. I watched Tiger King and then I was done. I'm not a big TV movie person, which is weird because my major is film. I like short films, like on YouTube and stuff. I've been obsessed. One of my biggest inspirations as a filmmaker, this artist named Jim Chuchu. He is an African artist. He's like a filmmaker. He does music. He does a wide variety of things. He has had TED Talks talking about his culture and his sexuality and stuff like that. It's just so interesting to me. I saw one of his projects in the Freer Museum in Washington, D.C. That was a couple years ago, I think. That was 2018, I think. I have been obsessed with him ever since I saw that, and I follow him on Instagram. I love when people incorporate their culture into their art and their sexuality, just so many different things, and you get to learn a lot, which is really important, especially in this day and age where you have easy access to it with the internet. And can I just say, 2020 has felt like 4 different years, okay? It has felt like 4 years in one, and I'm sick of it. I'm over it. Quarantine felt like 2 in itself. I have definitely in quarantine learned the importance of being an activist and a person who stands up for people who don't have as much of a voice. I've always felt that everyone should be treated equally, but they're not, sadly. I try not to get political on anything. I just want to be the politically neutral person, which is probably a reason why I don't want to say I was popular in high school, but I was definitely more well-known in high school than I would be if I just was 100% myself. I did what I did at the time, and now I don't care anymore. How I look at it is there's certain opinions I can disagree with you on. There's certain opinions I can not like of yours that are not the same as mine. But how I view it is that if your opinion is going against somebody in any way, shape, or form, no matter if it's race, sexuality, gender, anything, that's when you're wrong. It's not being racist. Like, that's the problem. Being anti-racist or being anti-homophobic, that's what you need to do. Okay, so the camera almost died. Let's continue. Let's talk about how my sense of humor is completely broken. TikTok is literally my sense of humor, and it's scary. I'm not on straight TikTok. I don't mess with that. I don't like no Tony Lagage, Bryson Hill. I don't know who those people are. I don't care. They're all bad influences, in my opinion. And also just bad people. But y'all aren't ready for that conversation. The TikTok boys scare the crap out of me. They remind me of my high school bullies. Any of the, like, you know, I haven't found one that I like. I guess another thing I'll talk about, I have this mantra I say it to myself like whenever I'm getting, I feel like sometimes I put either too much pressure on myself or my anxiety just gets so bad where I feel like I've made everyone mad for no reason. I have to tell myself that's probably not the case. Maybe, who knows? I just tell myself it's all about balance. That's what I keep telling myself over and over. I say it's all about balance. You gotta have ups, you gotta have downs, you gotta have like moments where you feel like you're not doing anything, because that makes the moments where you are doing something better. Does that make sense? It's kind of like balance. My nose gets so stopped up when I eat. I have been recently getting into astrology, which I used to kind of make fun of, which I still kind of do. It's kind of ironic for me. I actually do like get into that stuff, and I find it fascinating because I really relate to my sign a lot. I'm a Pisces. Sometimes I do feel like I just disconnect from all situations. Like there's days where I feel like I could just run off into the woods. Well, you know, lock myself in my room. I don't do outdoors. I could just lock myself in my room, and if I had all the necessities, I wouldn't come out for like 3 days. Like, it's so weird. I disconnect from things. Whether I'm in a social situation or I'm not, I still disconnect. And I don't know why. This was good. This video is a little bit of everything, which I guess that's what a mukbang is. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Whether there's 20 of you or 100 of you, however many of you watch these videos, I appreciate every single one of you, and I mean that. Thank you. I am working on film projects right now, and I'm working on other stuff mixed in with school. So if the YouTube videos do halt for just a little bit, just know that there will be stuff coming. It just will be different, you know? I don't feel like I did when I quit YouTube the first time, because honestly, I love doing these videos, but it's just one of those things that, like, if I don't have ideas, then I just don't film. So submit suggestions, please. Anyway, this is my first mukbang. If you guys like this, feel free to let me know. I'll do another one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And press that dang notification bell, because you know what? Yeah, that's why. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Bye.